Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing on this beautiful day? I just wanted to come on here because I did a live earlier and no one was there, of course, because I'm going to grow my channel. I am, but I'm hoping that someone can go back one day and listen to these old videos once my channel grows. But I wanted to come on here and discuss Chance and Tayler. They're on Love After Lockup. I think this one is Love After Lockup. And this is season 4. Is it season 4? Hold on, wait a minute. It's season 4. Okay. So I think they're like 5 or 6 episodes in, but I'm not going to go per episode because it's kind of deep in. I just want to kind of talk about the things that I've seen since the day one and how I feel like Tayler should run for the hills. I want to start off by saying I think that Chance is very manipulative. He's calculated. And I think that him being incarcerated has taught him how, it has made him that way. And not just made him that way, but made him better at it. Because if you've been watching the show, they talked about how Chance was incarcerated. And Chance got incarcerated for bank robbery, but he didn't come in and hold up a gun. He went in and he flirted with the teller and wrote her a letter to give him money. Okay? So he even tried to use charm in robbing a bank. So someone may be listening to me, guys, and not watch the show. So the show is called Love. They have Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Life After Lockup. It's all about inmates and their love lives. And some of them is during. So it shows how the person is coping with living everyday life and having that loved one incarcerated. Okay, that's during. Then there's Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup was actually the original show. And so it's about people and what they're doing right before their loved ones get out of prison and how things go after they get out. How they get along. Do they adapt to being together? Do they stay together? Then there's Life After Lockup. And this is kind of like when someone has been out for a while and it kind of shows how they continue through life. So those are the 3. I kind of want to talk about a few couples from season 4, but this particular video is going to be about Chance and Tayler. Okay. Chance came in with a plan. Okay. And first of all, I want to say I'm not a psychiatrist and I cannot diagnose people, but I do believe he has some type of personality disorder. And I'm not going to name what it is because I think he might have a cluster of things going on at once. But one thing is for sure, he does a great job at suppressing how angry he can actually get, I believe, allegedly. I also think that he is trying to... He talks about how he doesn't want to come between her and her sister, but I think that's actually the plan. When he first got out of prison, he talked about how he was going to put her sister in the garage. Her twin sister. Now, Tayler, I'm sorry, honey. I blame you because wouldn't no man have said that about my sister? But Dad, you can't even joke like that. So you messed up by letting them get away with that. And so... Another thing, too, is I'm very leery of a man who's so quick to jump into that father role with my girls like that. I mean, her girls, they're all over him. They're all in his face. One of them gets jealous when he spends more time with the other. Things like that. It's really, really, really not healthy. And then... he gets upset with her for things like her not wanting to eat pizza with him. Stuff like that. Like he definitely has some control issues. But what was really alarming to me was the effort that he put into making her sister uncomfortable about living with her. See, her sister had been living with her before the sister met her. They're twins. I don't think they're not identical, but they're twins. And the sister herself had some issues with being locked up and, drug addiction and things like that. But her sister seems to have gotten her life together. And she's been there with Tayler, helping her take care of her girls. They have a great relationship. And then here comes him. And he's managed to fix it to where her sister, the sister's name is Bobby, I think, to where Bobby left. Because she heard him talking about her because they went to go leave the house or whatever to go have sex. And she was supposed to be watching the kids, but when they got back, the kids were jumping all over the place. And so Tayler when knocked on Bobby's door and asked her, and Bobby was like, I just checked on them. Well, he acts like he's super mad and goes in the room with her and talks about, well, she's not going to watch the kids anymore. What's the purpose of her supposed to help us and all that kind of stuff? And he knew the sister heard him. That's the thing. He knew the sister heard him. He continued to say those things. He wanted her to leave. Tayler, honey, I don't know if you're going to hear this or not, but this man is trying to isolate you. One of the reasons he chose you was because you don't have a mother and father living, and you don't have other siblings. From what I understand, you don't have other siblings. A person like that, they would go after someone who doesn't have a lot of family, or after someone they can easily isolate from their family. And you only have their twin sister and your girls, and he's isolating you from your sister. He knows what he's doing. It's not all happening by chance. Well, it is. Look at that, a pun. It is happening by chance. By him, he knows exactly what he's doing. And he has other plans. Okay? So now he's going to get to where he's going to really start showing who he is, because there's not going to be any credible witnesses. See, when he's going to brainwash her girls. Let me tell you something. A person like that's dangerous, man. You know, they've been incarcerated and they have learned the tricks of the trade. You know, I've seen it. And at this point in life, no one can pay me. No one can pay me to take a man that has been incarcerated. You know, they don't, that's the thing. You know, you think that when a person gets in trouble, and especially when drug addiction is involved, what they need is rehabilitation. But when they go to prison, all they do is learn the bad habits of other people. People trick and use them. And guess what they do? They learn and they get better at it. And that's what he's done. He's talking about, how he feels so bad. He's smiling. His heart is smiling because he's gaining control. Triangulation. That's what he used. Triangulation. He got the sister out of the house. He has played them against each other. What he's doing is trying to show the sister that, hey, I got your sister. She's in love with me. She's going to go along with what I want, and I'm going to be here and you're not. That's what he done, and he's succeeding at it. And he's not done. He's not done. Tayler, honey, he's going to try to get in your daughter's heads next. See, you're sitting there and you're letting your girl sit all in his face, and you're allowing him to sit on his lap, I guess, and all this kind of stuff, allegedly. Next is going to be him brainwashing those girls. Do not underestimate a person like that. Okay? Chance, I hope this is for ratings. I hope you're not really like this. Because I think you could be a good guy, you know, but you have to want to be. If you want to be some slick, undermined, lying, deceitful dog, then that's what you're going to be. But if you want to do better, you can. And you could actually do something out here. But the way I've seen you handle Tayler, you take everything out on her. She tries to help you. Like with your driver's license situation, what was your reason for being upset with her? And then he gets so nasty and disrespectful and comes back and says, I'm sorry. And wants to hug and a kiss. And what does Tayler do? Let it go. That's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. I mean, I'm actually, you know, I'm concerned. I do. He has anger issues, apparently and allegedly. And I think that Tayler is kind of a little bit maybe green. Another thing that I saw. Oh my goodness, there's so much. I should take next time. I'm gonna take notes, guys. I'm sorry. Another thing I saw too was he got up. Okay, so Taylor's girl's father passed away. I don't remember exactly how he passed away. I want to say it was like some type of car crash or something. And so she has pictures of him up. Well, I think that she should, because that's her children's father. That way they can never forget his face. They can always be reminded of their dad. He was mad. He wanted to know what that picture was still doing up. That's control. Oh, and I also want to, say something else. I don't know which episode it was, but he has a bunch of women in his phone. He tells Tayler that all 38 of those women are his cousins. Tayler, what he's trying to do is build up jealousy in you. He's trying to build up jealousy in you, so that when you do come off as a little bit insecure, he can make you look crazy. He can say she's crazy. But he's been building up that jealousy in you. So he can use it against you. Everything is going to be something he can use against you. I advise you to not let him record anything that you guys do. Do not let him take any pictures or give him pictures of you that you would not want the world to see. Because a person like that will be, you'll be in love, and they're building a case behind your back the entire time. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to look out for a sister. Tayler, I think you need to run. There's a channel that I love to watch. Auntie's Advice. Everybody needs a good old auntie. I don't know if anybody watches her, but I love her. I watch her channel. And she talks about this too. And she sees Chance for who he is, just like I do. And I really do. I'm really concerned about Taylor's and her daughter's safety. Bobby got out of there. I'm hoping at this point, while I'm talking about it, that Chance is long gone. But I believe that, and I hope someone sees this video, she could comment, because I know other people watch this show. Do you believe that he would let Tayler go that easily? Because, he got out of prison, and he was able to secure a home and just that quick, because Tayler already had one, and she moved him in. That's another thing. She picked this man up from the prison where he had been for some odd years. I want to say 7, maybe. And brought him directly home to where her baby girls live. That right there was like, I'm like, what? Now, if you're a single woman with no kids, you bring home who you want. It all falls on you. But as a mom, I just can't see going to pick a man up from prison and bringing him home. To my child. That right there was, I don't know. Tayler, I don't think she makes the best decisions. I think she's a sweet girl by nature, but I don't think she really thinks about dangers. I think she's a little bit green. But her sister Bobby is more, Bobby's been out there in that world, and I think Bobby saw through Chance before she laid eyes on him. She knew what the conversation was. She knew what he was after. And she went on and left because she knew that was the goal. I think she's like, she's concerned about her sister, but she wants her sister to kind of see it for what it is sooner than later. I'm just hoping that it's not, putting her and her daughter's safety in jeopardy. I'm hoping that Chance is not the guy that I think he is. That's what I'm hoping. If anyone sees this video and you watch Love After Lockup, please, give me your thoughts and your opinions, because I would love to hear them. I'm hoping I can start going live and get some people in the chat, and I can bring you guys up and we can discuss, because I really would love to. Okay? So, wishing everybody a wonderful weekend, a blessed Easter. May your day be filled with peace, love, and tranquility. Have a blessed one.